Hi guys, thank you so much for your continuous support and you're welcome once again to my channel. My name is Kumi. I'll be showing you how to cut and sew this two-piece, but in this episode I'll be starting with the blouse. So I'll be showing you how to cut and sew this blouse with a cam collar. Do well to check my next tutorial where I'll be showing you how to cut and sew the short. Let's get started. So I have folded my fabric into four. I'll be cutting the front and back together. So I've come down by 1 inch as always, and I'll be marking the length of the blouse with sewing allowance. So the length of my blouse is 18. I just gave it 1 inch for sewing allowance. The next thing I will do is to place my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 15, so half of that is 9.5. I added 0.5 inch to it for sewing allowance. I came down by 1 inch from that point for shoulder slant, and from there I'll be marking my armhole depth. You already know this: bust divided by 1.5 plus bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. That's how to get your armhole depth. Here I will be inserting my bust measurement. My bust is 35, but I will be using 36. I want it to be free a little. So 36 divided by 4. I'm just going to simply add 0.5 inch to it. So I'm going to connect like this. The same thing I got here, I'll be placing it at the hem of the blouse. It's a very free blouse as you can see. Just going to connect. I will come over to the armhole and locate the midpoint. I'll come in by 0.7. I have previously talked on how to know to what extent to come in here, so I won't be going over that again. Instead, I will drop a link in the description box so you can go there to see the chart. 0.7 does not work for all bust sizes. So I'll be using a neck width of 3 inches, a neck depth of 6.5 for the front, and a neck depth of 0.5 for the back. It's my slanting. I'll put the shoulder sewing allowance and I'll connect. This top is really easy. Like I said, the back is going to have 0.5 inch depth. I'm going to connect and I will make a slight curve before I cut it out. I'm just trying to confirm my measurements. Like they say, measure twice, cut once. So it was at the point that I realized that place was not equal. Just going to pin. And then I also realized I haven't marked my back armhole. So I'm trying to do that. Just going to cut. Come over here and trim the back neckline. The shoulder. I'll be showing you everything I cut. Take a look at this place. So I'm cutting the back armhole first. Can you see? So I still have a couple of things to do on the back, on the front piece, sorry. So I'll be removing the back piece and I'm just going to work on the front piece. It was at this point that I noticed that I marked the front piece wrongly. I'm talking about the neckline now. So it's supposed to have a round neck first. So I'm going to make the round neck of 3 inches deep. And of course, the old depth is still going to be 6.5. So I went up by half inch there. I cut half inch off. So that's why I went up here by half inch. I'm just going to connect like this. So when you are doing yours, you are going to mark a depth of 3 inches first for the front neckline. Make a curve like this. So this is 3 inches and that is 6.5. 3 and 6.5. So I don't want my cleavage to show, neither do I want to have to be wearing an underwear inside. I'm not a fan. So I'm just going to leave the depth at 6.5. So the only thing you just need to do is to slit it and stop at that 6.5. And then I will trim off the armhole. The front is always deeper than the back. So I'm just going to trim off. The next thing I will do is to cut a facing for the front piece. Ensure it is well arranged. Pin all around. And then trim. Just as I slitted the main fabric, I will be slitting this one as well. So I just shifted my pin to the back to enable me to do that without any obstruction. So I'll remove my pin now. I want the width of this facing to be about, say, 2.5. Or let's just leave it at 2. Come down here. I marked 2.5 after that V anyways, and then I'm just going to curve it. You can give it any shape you want. It's going to be inside. Nobody would see it. This is me just trying to be stylish with my facing. Open up the front piece. Open up the facing as well. Ensure the right side is facing the right side. I've pinned on around and I'm just going to mark 2 inches inward like this. Come here and mark it as well. So my stitching starts from that 2 inches, do the V all the way and stop. I've done that, can you see? Go ahead and notch. cut this place to eliminate any bulginess. I'm going to place the back piece on it. You know I give it half-inch seam allowance, so I'm going to stitch it and overlock. I've done that. Back to the neckline. So before then, let's fold the hem of the blouse. I've done that as well. And I'm finally back to the neckline. So that 2 inches where we stopped our sewing, notch that place for both sides. Now you can flip to the right side, and at this point go over to your ironing board and give this place a very good press. Don't forget to notch that place where your sewing stop. Bring it out like this and give it a good press. Pin everywhere necessary. This is where we notched. Look at the other side. Can you see? So I've given it a good press. I'm going to stitch the shoulder like this, and I'm going to give it a good press. So this is our sleeve. I won't be exactly detailed about this. I also have a tutorial where I talked extensively on how to cut and sew your sleeve. So anyways, my sleeve length is going to be 7. I gave it 2 inches sewing allowance, half-inch to attach the upper part to the main bodice, and the remaining 1.5 inch to fold the hem of my sleeve. So I will be determining my cap height. How I get it, divide your bust by 12 and add 0.5 to it. So mine is 3.5, just approximated to 3.5. Although I approximated my bust to 36, my armhole depth, I still used my actual bust to get my armhole depth. It doesn't matter in this case. If you want that place to be a little bit free as well, you can use the 36, but I just wanted my actual armhole depth. For someone who is thinking, okay, so which of the bust did you now use to get the armhole depth? I thought to chip that in. So usually I just measure my armhole all around. So whatever I have there, I have 18. So luckily for me, I have the exact half of that 18.5 there. I'm just to cross it like this. I'll locate the midpoint. So eventually I've gone over the sleeve for you again. So I'm just going to curve it like this. I'll come up here and curve it again. And this is going to be for the front. You know the front is usually deeper than the back. So I'm going to do this, which is going to be for the back piece. Slit this place open while I connect it to this place. So my round sleeve is usually 11 there, 11.5. So for this I just used 14. I exaggerated it. My fabric is really soft. That's why my cuttings are not exactly smooth. It's really soft and stretchy. So I've attached my sleeve. I've given the neckline a very good press. This is the part where we notched. So I'm going to measure all around. I will use it to cut my collar. We have 14 right there. So come up by half inch here. Measure 14. Half of that is 7. Give it half inch for sewing allowance. I want the collar to be about 3 inches wide. So from that 0.5, I will mark my preferred collar height. So I'm contemplating. I think I'll just stick by 3. I'll come to this side and go upward by 3 inches again. And I'll go over to connect. Please note that my 3 inches started from that 0.5 inches line, 0.5 inch line rather. So I'm going to connect slightly curvy like this. And I'm going to connect upward. So it just dawned on me that I should confirm if the 7.5 that I have here is what I have here as well. So I realized that it wasn't straight. So I'm just going to correct that. And then we've seen cases where collar is slightly where it's slanted a little at the upper. So I just thought to do that. I didn't have it in mind originally, but it's not a bad idea. So I extended that place by half an inch. I had to cut 2 pieces. One is going to serve as the lining. So I'm just going to chalk this place. Go over and fold this place and give it a good press. So I've done that. Can you see? So I've ironed ST on one. So I had to iron ST on the other one so that the part that has choking will help me see which is the upper part and which is the lower part. In essence, don't iron ST on the part where your arrow is so you can know which is the upper part and which is the lower part. So go and stitch it like that. You would notice that I folded it by half an inch. So do yours in like manner. Notch where necessary to avoid bulginess. Trim everything you need to trim. Turn it like this. Iron it. You need to. I just thought to notch the midpoint. Notch this midpoint as well. Ensure the notchings align and secure with your zipper. Secure with your pin, sorry. So stitch with half an inch all around. When I'm done with that, I'll come show you. So this is what I did. Can you see? Now push all of that rough work in. Can you see? Fold in by half inch. Secure with your pin all the way to the end to ensure it's evenly distributed. Our blouse is ready, guys. This is the easiest way ever to make a cam collar. Can you see? So this is the final outlook, guys. If you watched up to this extent, thank you so much for watching. If you would like to know how to cut and sew these shorts, please do well to check on the next tutorial where I will be showing you how to cut and sew it. I will also be showing you how to attach your invisible zipper as well as the right zipper to purchase. I would also be showing you how to cut and sew side pockets. Till I see you in my next tutorial. Bye for now.